Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Good morning. How's everybody? Oh, happy birthday, Susie. I do birthday weeks as well. My birthday, if I've lived this long, it's worth a week. I need lots of coffee this morning. Got a lot to talk about. Happy Friday, early bird. Yeah, ordinarily I go through YouTube, but this morning it was like I went straight to StreamYard, and it was weird. I have no idea why I'm doing this on StreamYard. But that's where it directed me to do. Turning 60 is depressing. Why? You've made it that far. You're a Gen Xer. We weren't supposed to live past 30. That's an accomplishment, honey. I mean, most babies in the Gen Xers, they were, fed bourbon to shut up, and everybody started smoking at 13. I mean, we've made it. It's not depressing. It's see, I told you I was going to live. Be proud. Yeah, Gen Xers, man. We drank out of the hose, the garden hose. We played outside constantly because we didn't have any games to play on the inside. We all got kicked out. Our playgrounds were torture devices. Yeah. We rode our bikes without helmets and knee pads. And our bikes fell apart on the regular. Remember, we had to put the chain back on all the time. We couldn't wear pants with our bikes because our pant legs, because we have these wide legs, they would get caught in the chain. We'd flip over the handlebar. The brakes on the bikes didn't. I mean, really, we made it. We made it. So much. Seatbelts were mandatory. I remember going down. We were taking a vacation down in Texas. We were up in, I think, Kansas at this time, and my mom wanted to go down to Texas. She did genealogy, so she went and visited all of these grave yards to write down and document all of the things, because they didn't have computers back then, so you had to do this all physically. And she was doing genealogy, and we'd go down, and in this great big huge station wagon my mom had, it was red, I'll never forget it, and the little kids were lined up in the back, and when you turned around, all you saw was like a whole bunch of heads. Nobody had a seatbelt on. Nobody. It was nobody. We slept in the car sometimes because my mom couldn't afford, I guess, a hotel. I don't know. But we had a tent, and we laid out the tent, and I remember being in that tent looking up in the corner, and there was a tarantula in the tent with us. Yeah, we lived through it. Yeah, swimming lessons. There was no swimming lessons. At 5 years old, they threw you in the deep end and said, swim. We were expected to clothe, feed, take care of ourselves, around 3. And if you didn't, you lost the fight. So yeah, we're a Gen Xer. We survived. And remember, we survived where we didn't have the internet or cell phones or anything like that. And then we in the middle of our lives, we all of a sudden got, internet and cell phones and all that. So we are you unique breed, where we remember without, and we had to learn from the ground zero on how to do all this technology. So Gen Zers are around 1960 to about, I think it was 1975. Those are Gen Zers. Maybe, yeah, 1960. So anybody in that era. Okay, anywho, we made it. Yeah, it was very Gen Xers into the boomer. Yeah. Yep. I remember so much when $2 or $3 of gas. Hey, Jackie. $2 or $3 of gas, gave you enough gas money for a week. True story. True story. Yeah, we're proud of it. So anybody, I'm 55. So anybody, any of those Gen Xers out there, be proud we made it, because we weren't expected, literally, we were not expected to live past 30. It's true. Okay, onwards. Enough about that. Yeah, I remember gas being around $1.50. And I remember it getting up to $2, and the country lost their minds. Parents, they were complaining so bad. They lost their ever-loving minds when it got up to $2 per gallon. They just knew this country was going downhill. Oh, gosh. You know what? I wanted to start off with something really, really great. Most foster children, when they get let out and they age out of foster care, they get, sometimes a little bit of money, maybe some food vouchers, things like that. And they just like kick them out, and they go like, good luck, as they age out of foster care. Not much was really provided for them. And they didn't have anybody. They didn't have any family. They didn't have any connections or anything of that nature, because they were foster kids, right? But Gavin Newsom has done something remarkable. He has made it any foster child that ages out of foster care in the state of California can now go to state college for free. Now, isn't that wonderful? Giving those foster kids a leg up in the state of California. I think that's fantastic. I think each and every blue state, should follow in suit of what Gavin Newsom is doing in California. Good stuff. Good stuff. 1968 is when Kennedy was, I was just born. No. Was he gone? Was he? I don't remember. Anyhow, I knew that it was just at that right there is when I was born. Kennedy. Anywho, did anybody watch? Just raise your hand, did anybody watch the congressional hearing about Hunter Biden? And did anybody watch on live TV what Marjorie Taylor Greene did in that congressional hearing? He died in 1963. Okay. Did he? I thought it was later. But anyways, anybody watch that? Yeah. So apparently, MTG, the clan mom herself, has introduced porn to our state capitol in congressional hearings now. What made her think that that was okay? I'll never know. And she's thinking just because she gave a little, this is a trigger warning or a warning, whatever in the beginning. She didn't tell it what it was. She didn't tell why she was giving a warning. That doesn't cut it. It doesn't cut it. So, as you can tell, a few videos, I have a short of a letter that you can use if you want, copy it off, a letter that I sent to the ethics board at the White House, or at the gosh, I can't think right now, at the Capitol building. I've also called the Sergeant of Arms. I can give you the number for that, or you can look it up. And you call the Capitol Police and tell them to start an investigation and press charges against Marjorie Taylor Greene for what she did. On TikTok, it's a thing. They have gotten hundreds of emails and phone calls over this. And you guys can be in the process of that. I received an email back, and it was a receipt. It was a congressional ethics committee. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Was that the committee that they were doing? I thought it was another one. But anyhow, you are more than welcome to contact them, email them, or ask them to open up an investigation of Marjorie Taylor Greene and what she did. It was so bad. All she did was she blew it up on little posters, right? So whoever had to do that, her poor aide, who had to muddle through all of these pictures, find the worst one, right? And then place a little thingamajigger over his hoo-ha. I'm pretty sure Marjorie made sure she solved them all. She's obsessed. But yeah. So I want to read first on her. And see if she's actually going to be in trouble for that. See what's going on. Good Colorado morning to you too, Joanne. Thank you. Is it Shikati? I don't say names very well. So, but thank you. I hope Hunter Biden sues the ever-loving last blonde hair on her head off. The absolute, but this is like the biggest distraction ever, right? Because Jack Smith is coming down with some indictments. Either, I think it's today, but it could be next Friday. It could be totally off on this, but I think it's today. I think we're going to hear about some indictments for Trump from Jack Smith today. He had until midnight last night to answer his target letter. And I also have a feeling that Marjorie also got a target letter, and that's probably why she went so dang far and so obnoxious and just in our face like she did. I think that was her way of revenge. I just do. Thank you, Anne. I don't think President Biden should get involved in that lawsuit against Marjorie at all. I think he should stay as far away from that as possible. Hunter is an adult. He's a private citizen. He's able to get the best counsel. So, all right. Let's see if Marjorie is going to get, if there's some charges coming, because the whole country let Washington, D.C. know that they want something done with Marjorie for what she did. I mean, if you, I'm on TikTok, so you don't have to, but it's a thing on TikTok. And if you remember right, TikTok is the one that took Trump down in Oklahoma when he wanted to have that rally and everybody bought up all the tickets or whatever it was, registered for all the tickets. That's how powerful they are. I know. I thought the same thing, but I'm not going to, yeah. All the nudes of Melania. Interesting. She thought she got away with it. She wants to cause so much heartbreak in our country. It's not even funny. She literally is, she just wants to cause so much. Hi, Cheryl. She wants to cause so much. So what I've got, what I got was the King of Cups. She wanted to make a fool out of the president. She wanted to make a fool out of the president. She wants to cause us as much heartbreak as possible because she's a star in the Republican Party. And she's restless. So that was an interesting card inside her. She's restless. Probably because of the news coming down about her, about Trump, about a lot of people that she knows. Her restlessness inside is growing. Her disappointment and her loss is also growing. Her disappointment and her loss within. Restlessness again. I got another restless card. Knight of Wands. She's going to take action. You know, the revenge card. Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups is outside influence. Our cup runneth over, fulfilled. And then she has the Hierophant, the transition. So the religion, the tradition of law, the tradition of what you did. It's curious. I'm going to get out my situationals. She stepped over a line that, you know how when somebody says it says a lot about you, more about you, Marjorie, than it did about Hunter Biden ever did. I don't care what a person does in their quiet of their home or in a whatever. If he wanted to do porn and get paid for porn, then go for it. She's talking to the wrong crowd. We don't care. Do you? She's thinking that that's going to sally his reputation or Biden's reputation. Come on. We're the party of free. Do what you want. Just don't hurt nobody. She's focused on a threat. She's focused on a threat. And her desire is burning hot. Social media, not facing truth. She's not facing any truth. Well, I don't need a card to know that she's not facing truth. I don't need a card for that. Obsession. Her obsession with it is going overboard. It's not connecting. Her anxiety shows up again. I'm gonna ask that specific. Did she get a Target letter? Did Marjorie Taylor Greene get a Target letter? I feel it in my bones, man. Let me use my haunted house deck. Oh, there's no Christian left in that woman. If she was ever a Christian, or ever at one moment in time in her senile moments, her craziness, she's no longer a Christian. There's nothing to her at all. Agreed. You feel it too, Kathy? See, I think that's the reason why she went. It's like, I have nothing to lose now. She had no. If you watched her that day, she literally was as calm as can be, and she had nothing to lose that day. And that was like a stone cold attitude to me. And I looked her birthday up, and I'll be damned, she's a Gemini too. Like Trump, Pence, Giuliani. There are so many Geminis doing all of this. I'm a Gemini. I don't act like that. Well, she's like May 27th or something like that of 1974. Okay, I want to dig down and see if she got a Target letter. She's a part of the family. She's a part of the family. Interesting. So we got the Ten of Cups, part of the family. Something got her. Something has got her. Something is creeping up on her. Her charges, Jack Smith, but something has got her. She's losing money. She's going in the cold. She's not doing very well. And then she's going to be fighting him off. Fighting off charges, fighting off justice, fighting off accusations. Something. She better lawyer up. She better lawyer up. It was just unbelievable what she did. And you should have seen the other people. Sometimes they had a shot of other people that was in front of her, and they're all like looking around like, are we really doing this? Are we really doing this? Do I really have to see this? I know it can't come quick enough. I'm going to throw a few more cards on it and confirm. Oh, self-imposed problems. I know Jim Jordan enjoyed it. I watched his face too. Self-imposed, self-honesty brings change. Paralysis and analysis is the first card. Her delusion, choices. Because of her crazy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Balancing of the forces. Satisfaction. The King of Wands, maybe that represents Jack Smith, juggling her finances and her demands. That could be. And then the King of Swords, a lawyer. She's going to have to get a lawyer. Oh, Tower moment for her. And then moved out, Chariot. Last one is taking stock, which is a weird, but I also got 5 of Pentacles at the bottom. So consistent effort leads to success. I don't know what that means for her. Maybe constant effort leads to her Tower moment. She's moved out. Maybe for us, that constant effort leads to success. June 21st is a Cancer, honey. Yeah. It's the day after, because the cutoff is June 20th, the 21st. So, yeah, you're right. And as they call it, the cusp, as they call it. I think at that point, you can pretty much pick which one or notice both. All right. Jackie has asked for Scott Perry. What did Scott Perry do? Oh, Carrie Lake being asked to leave Mar-a-Lago because she moved herself in. She's a big old pest. And, of course, attention hog. You just cannot be an attention hog around Trump because he's the only one that can hog the attention. Isn't Scott Perry, he's a congressman isn't he the one that's blocking the military stuff? Is that who that is? He's not filling seats because he's really pissed off at the January 6th insurrection. Okay, what's the question you need? Who is the one that is blocking the military stuff? Yeah. That's Tommy Tuberville. Let's do Tuberville first. Let's see what's the fate of Tuberville because he's blocking. Yep, it's Tuberville. Oh, yeah. She was hilarious. She tried to do it a gotcha moment for Biden, but then she ended up, we were able to use it as a campaign ad for Biden. I bet that embarrassed her. I bet she got really pissed off about that. Tuberville is arrogant. I want to see if he's going to be able to continue. God. This keeps on coming up for them. It always tells me right off the bat that they're doing this on purpose. They're doing this. They're wrapping themselves up in their own crap, self-imposed reactions to be lifted, isolated, or bonded. As also self-out, it's like a beware paralysis now. So he's not going to do anything, right? He's not going to do anything. However, the Hierophant does come in. So there's something that he knows that either Biden or somebody can do to either remove him or do something. So he's afraid of he's looking at the big picture. He knows he has power in this realm to hold up the army, the military. I think he's not fulfilling a job or something like that. Somebody else can probably explain it a lot better in there. Somehow he's going to be removed because a new cycle, a new person will be in charge. Knight of Cups comes into play. So there's something that they're able to do about Tuberville, and they're going to do it. It's drastic, but they're going to do it. Because I see there's a lot of people underneath him or surrounding him that are going to work it to get him out of that position. Tuberville was a footy coach, a football coach. Of course, he's exceedingly racist. He looks like one of Satan's disciples, man. Not that I believe in the devil, but still. His face looks so scary-ish, like that. If I was a child and I saw that face coming towards me, I'd get up and run. The whole thing about Hunter Biden, they may have been able to prove a whole bunch of bad decisions on Hunter Biden, but what they couldn't do is prove that our president, Joe Biden, had anything to do with it. They couldn't prove that at all. So they still have nothing. He is an ugly spirit. Absolute ugly spirit. You know who else? Who is the name of the aide? There is a Trumper staffer that has gone in 3 times to the grand jury. What is his name? I want to see what he's had to say. Anybody have the name of him? There's one guy that keeps on going in as one of Trump's staffers. It's not Mark Meadows, one of Trump's staffers. Anyways, I'm going to read on him anyway without his name. But there's one Trump staffer that has gone in 3 times to talk to, and I can't. I can't remember his name either. Well, not who? No. There was a staffer that has been in DC. Maybe somebody can Google it better than I can right now. There's a staffer that's been, is it Taylor? Yes, Taylor. Yes, that's who it is. Thank you, Terry. He has went in and talked to or is it Andrew Williams? Oh, it could be it. Anywho, has talked to the grand jury 3 times. And for some reason, he has been substantial in his testimony of everything that's been going on, what's been said, and things like that. So, William Russell. I think it is William Russell. Yep. It's Andrew Williams. Oh gosh, there's so many names. I know, so many people, so many crimes, so many witnesses. A reminder that, Trump is being taken down by his own people. Remember, I did a remote view, one of my first videos of a remote view where I saw Trump as a piñata, and he was swinging, and the people underneath had swords, and they were slicing him like this, you know, entertainment purposes only. And he kept on getting lower and lower, and I looked, and it was his own people doing it to him. This was way back, right after Biden, or right, I think is right after Biden won. Is anybody in here that remembered that remote view? I also did a remote view that he turns around. He was on stage, and he's watching his children go down in the audience, and he turns around and says bye and walks off the back of the stage into darkness. I also saw that. Yeah. You remember that, Deborah? Or Deborah? Hi, Sally. Sally from Sicily. Hi, honey. Good morning, or it's evening time for you. Okay, Staffer. Staffer. I want to see what he has been saying. That's interesting. He's been giving good advice. I got the Queen of Wands, good advice. He's been giving good advice. But I also got the Four of Swords, so I'm wondering if he has... The Four of Swords has so many meanings. It could be rest, it could be recovery, it could be conflict, it could be time out, deal with it tomorrow kind of a thing. I don't know what that... I'm trying to... Six of Wands is that victory. So that victory, laying it down, maybe he's shutting it down. His testimony is closing it up at the end. Oh, I bet you that's what it is. The end. And I got the High Priestess. The Science, meaning he's got details, meaning he can put together a time frame for them. The Wisdom. He had a lot to say. Oh, the grief and the loss. The Staffer had high hopes in his job. And here, the grief of his job. He's saying how much pain he went through, how much grief it was. It was very disheartening. He was really happy to have gotten his job. He was really happy to have been in the administration, but the grief of it and his bravery, he's incredibly brave in going in and talking to them. And soon, success, completion. I think that's another indictment, completion, done. Security comes up for him. The cleverness. Yeah, I think he gave, my feeling on this is he gave a timeline that they needed. And he was very articulate in his note taking or his memory of that, the timeline. So he was incredibly important in that. That's what I feel. Hi, Ian. Yeah, William Russell. was backstage with Trump before his Jan 6th speech. Okay. So it had to be him. Cash Peters is a Gemini too? No way. Really? I pegged him for an Aries. Is he really? When's his birthday? See, there's Geminis, there's the good Geminis, and then there's the Trump Geminis out there. Yeah. How about, what was that? How about the ex Overstock claiming he has naughty video of Jack Smith? Oh, please. All right. Let's see if there's any of that. I just want to see if there's any rumor to that. I don't care. Jack Smith is a beautiful man. So Jack Smith is also a Gemini. It's the battle of the twins, man. It literally is the battle of the twins. I don't think so. I don't see anything in my cards that gives a positive that this guy is telling the truth at all. Betrayal. I think he's full of shiza. He's a schnatzy hunter. Can't say those kind of words out loud anymore. Cash's birthday, really, June 6th. Well, I'll be dang. Interesting. I would love to see what else is in his chart, too. Hmm. 1956. Slightly older than I am. All right. What else do we want to look at? It's okay, baby blue. Ooh, canning green beans. I watch a lot of canning videos. Ooh, has Paxton gone through his Senate thing yet? I never can remember. They keep on telling me there's a date that he's going to be. The Senate is going in Texas. The Senate in Texas is going to take a vote to remove Ken Paxton from his job. I can never remember. It's in August? Okay. Right? Be overeating ice cream. Exactly. Jack Smith. Jack Smith is one of those absolute focused Geminis. Have you ever encountered one of those focused Geminis? I have. So whatever is in his chart, he's focused. He's like a bulldog, or say an animal that will latch onto you, and he will not let go unless and until he wants to. He's a focused Gemini. We all know how, and I'm not trying to brag on my own self, but the absolute intelligence, emotional intelligence a Gemini has, other than Trump, we don't know what happened to him, but an emotional intelligence that a Gemini has is incredible. They already have the double. They can see both sides. They can see in between. They see you coming and going. All right. Kim Paxton. Yeah, the immigrants definitely need our love and compassion and help. You know, I know one thing. I'm taking my thoughts and prayers to the ballot box. That's where I'm taking mine. Tony Bennett. Kim Paxton. Hi, Sherry. I'm going to be on Sherry Voices from the Swamp. I'm going to be on her channel, or you're going to be on my channel? You're going to be on my channel. Yes, we're going to do a duet together. If you guys haven't followed Sherry from the Voices from the Swamp, please go do that. Hi, Liz from Kosovo. You're gonna be on my channel. That's right. I remember that. Ooh, new cycle right off the bat. Kim Paxton, new cycle. New enterprise, expanding the potential. I'm reading from the Senate to Kim Paxton, not Kim Paxton. I've learned when you read on these little devils, you get a whole nother narrative. Like, everything's fine. We're all going to be okay. You know, so I read what the Senate is going to be doing. And the first up is new cycle, new person. The teamwork, that's the Senate. Strength, they're going to be unified. Yes. Okay. The strength, they're in the teamwork, they're going to be unified, and then the infighting comes along. Yes, he's the AG from Texas, Kim Paxton. So that was weird. Huh. Maybe this Kim Paxton is going to fight it because I see poverty for him. I think this is Kim Paxton, the inner fighting, the problems he's caused. They're going to take away his money. I do think that they're going to, the strength card comes up with the Knight of Wands doing something about it, the strength in doing something about it. Yes, I do mean the Texas Senate, not this. Yeah, they're definitely the Texas Senate. They're going to be successful. The Senate is going to be successful in removing him. They're going to be very happy. They're going to put somebody in. He's not allowed to do his job right now anyway, right? He's been removed from all of his duties. He's not doing anything right now. Yeah, he threw out ballots. I remember doing a remote view on that too about the ballots. I said it's not that they are, it's like they're not counting them. I remember that so vividly. It's for Florida and Texas. They were not counting them. They were doing something like that. Anywho, I got like 10 more minutes. And then I got to go get ready for work. I know. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. One day, I would love to get to 20,000. Steve Bannon and the war. I wonder if Steve Bannon. So much to talk about. Okay. I want to do my last one. What cards? Where is Mark Meadows? Mark Meadows is trying to stay alive at this point in time because he has talked to Jack Smith and he has flipped on everybody in his sight, and so he's just trying to stay alive. So Mark Meadows is in hiding, I'm sure. Okay, I want to know what today is going to bring in Trump's world. See if that indictment's there. Because Monday I did a spread and Thursday was significant, which it was, because Trump had until Thursday at midnight to answer his target letter. So got that right. You're welcome, honey. So I want to see. I think a lot of people got target letters that they're not talking about. You know, Trump, he loves to gather his base and I'm being a victim again. They're picking on me again. But the others, they're not so eager to talk about it. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Or after conversations with Willow. Sorry. After conversations with Willow. Thank you, hon. Oh, there's so many more indictments coming. But I want to know if there's one coming today. Well, thank you. I haven't worn this shirt in a long time. Okay, here we go. I got my situationals out. Coming together. Dirty little secrets. Entrapment. Entrapment. Entrapment today. So coming together. Love affair. Dirty little secrets. And entrapment. So these are the three cards that are up right off the bat. So then we have divorce is final. We are no longer friends. I mean, it will. Oh, I have to read one more after this. Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me finish this. Meetings coming together. The journal popping up. Expect a surprise visit. And then the roller coaster comes along. Pop up with the entrapment. Expect a surprise visit. Well, I am hopeful for today. I hope they don't hold off until next Friday. We only have 2 Fridays before August gets here where everybody likes to just do. You should be at 30K. I know. I don't know why. I don't know why the subscribers hold off. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm like, come on. It's fun over here. And I get a lot of shit right. All right, I got one more. Okay. So the orange buffoon is telling Jack Smith it'll be absolutely horrible, bad idea for you to indict me. That's what he's saying, right? So he's putting that threat out there. So I'm going to read on the threat and see. Every time I say it, every time I think it, I don't feel an impact like the worry that I had for January 6th. I remember reading the cards for before January 6th going, what in the heck is going on? If you guys remember any of my videos prior to that, achieving first stage came up like 10 times in my things. And now I know what that meant. So now I'm aware what achieving the first stage was. The achieving the first stage was to overthrow the government. That was the achieving their first stage of everything. So I want to know, and every time I listen to his threat, I think it's vacant. I think I just don't feel like the people are behind him like he thinks. Like he is threatening. And I'm pretty sure that makes Jack Smith work harder. I'm pretty sure that makes Jack Smith cross his T's, dot his I's, and puts a solid, I'm talking solid indictment against him. Okay. I want to see how. Well, thank you, Core Smith. If you remember, thank you. Going forward with his threats is a delusion, fantasy of his. I literally got the King of Swords used to come up for Trump with me all the time, inverted. An inverted King of Swords is that overcritical, dominating, tyrannical, violent, selfish, vengeful, all of that, right? That's an inverted King of Swords. And what goes over top of him is everybody's going to be happy that he's indicted. That's his problem. That goes over top of him. Meaning that's his problem, that's his worry, that's his everything. So the cup runneth over with all of the indictments, and his wishful thinking about the power and about the threat that he wants and the people that he wants, it's a delusion of his. It's a fantasy. Judgment will be upon him. Hermit. This country will not erupt like he wants. It'll be quiet. The hermit. They will go home. They will be quiet. They will feel the loss. If there's in all of this, there is going to be bouts. There is going to be spots, unfortunately. But I was really worried when I got this card. I'm like, oh crap. Maybe there is this, but what came after it is they're going to lose the loss, the pain, the crazy. So internal fighting also, fighting amongst themselves, which is already happening within the GOP base on TikTok. And I know that I go on TikTok, so you don't have to. And I've said this before, where you can go into lives where you can debate people. You can debate either a conservative or a liberal debate. You can go in there. So a conservative will go into a liberal live and they get their butts handed to them constantly. They cannot defend this buffoon. or any actions. They cannot do it. And from here on out, because a judge defined what he did to Jean Carroll in a legal document, they have defined Trump as a grapist. And that from here on out, Donald Trump, the grapist, is how I'm going to address him from here on out. No other way. So they get really mad about that. They get absolutely incredibly angry at all of that. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much. I do believe that we are on indictment watch. And if the cards and creator is correct, I do believe that it's coming down today. If not next Friday. But I think it's today. I think we're going to hear something today. So thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, Twilight Zone, Betty, Flowers. All right, everyone. Bonnie Russell, Jackie. I'm going to go get ready for work now. It's Friday. Woo! Have a day. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Subscribe. Do that. It's fun over here. All right. Bye, everyone.